Hey, 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 YouTubers and friends, you know what tonight is? That's right, it's Tuesday night, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, myself, minus the Vixens. Sorry, all you Vixen lovers, but Rose won't be with us tonight. She's stuck at work along with our scheduled guests. So, our friend down in North Carolina, Spike Littlejohns, was gracious enough to join us and take their place. So, without further ado, let's head over to the other studio and talk to you know who. What the flip's going on? Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. I had some things. I had a thing clicked off. Sorry about that, everybody. Live entertainment for you. How you doing tonight, Jesse, Dano, and Spike?
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
How's everybody?
What's up, Ed?
What's up, man?
Tuesday night Hangout Live. What the flippin' A do you think's up? My blood pressure, I tell you.
Heavy metal detective says you got some pretty flowing locks tonight, sir.
Why, thank you, Heavy Meadow. Thank you.
Mine blowed away.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Well, mine's cutting out too. I think I read the beard.
Tidewater Magnet Thrower, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Mr. Lodak, what's up? The world's greatest, bestest, mostest moderator on the inner zone. David B, what's up?
Arizona Mort Squad.
AZ Mort Squad.
Tuesday Night Hangout Live is what's up.
Thank you, Heavy Metal.
Well, Dennis Hendricks in here also. What's up, Dennis?
Yeah.
Dennis.
I see all kinds of really good people. JP
Steve
Swans
Howden.
and more. Stephen Howden.
Benzo, the double deuce demon's on there.
Yeah, Benzo Bonanza. Or, oops, I mean, Benzo Gold. Benzo Bro.
Tidewater Magnet Thrower. Hello.
Oh, there's the other Ed. What's up, Ed?
HD. HD's at work. Say hi to Judy for us when you get home. Small Town Adventures, Tim. Everybody give a good prayer for Tim. He's watching us via the hospital. I hope you heal quickly, our friend. Jonathan Friend, how you doing?
Moto Mining.
What's up, Moto?
Hey, you guys! How you doing, Charlie? It's good to see you. It's good to see our British Columbian friends in the house. Speaking of British Columbia, I got your wife's little package right here. Dano the Mano. And I have Jason Keith's right here. Woo.
Oh, speaking of packages, I finally got that package shipped out yesterday. I just blew my mind.
Oh, I knew I forgot something.
I knew there was something. I couldn't think of what it was. You know, I just.
So, GS, you'll have it in a few days.
Friday. It says Friday.
Friday. Van Diamond Gyms. Welcome.
Morning.
Good morning, our Tasmanian friend. They've been this way for a while, and now I forget their original name. You guys,
You guys,
There's Mrs. JP and the
this is
Bulldog.
JP.
Hey, how
What's
you
up?
doing,
The
Mrs.
Bulldogs.
JP? It's good to see you and the Bulldogs. Woof.
Hey, you know, I saw a video Jeff put out a while back that I missed somehow
Jeff
during our
Williams.
adventures out there. That was crazy.
Urban
Yes, Mike.
Explorer, Neil. How you doing, Neil, Emma? Good to see you. I hope everything's good in the UK.
Well, there's our old buddy Patrick slipping in here. At least he's not lurking tonight.
Hey, Patrick Moore. How you doing,
Patrick.
Everybody, if you're interested in van life, my friend Neil of Urban Explorer has a really good channel. Check him out. He's a really good bloke. Good old mate. Hey,
He says he'd like to pop in and say hi to the crew.
Oh yeah, Neil's that kind of guy. Neil would say we have the best damn gold prospecting live stream there is on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a shame too because there was more than one.
Emma's in bed. I've just finished editing a 4-day vid. The new van tour. Excellent, excellent. Awesome. And if you're over in the UK and need someone to build you a van, I believe Neil's doing that stuff now. He could let me know if I'm right or wrong in the chat, but I'm sure he will. ERRT Radio.
ERRT Radio.
You're on time enough.
Yeah, did Patrick? Yeah, he's cool. He's within that 8-minute window.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Did you see Patrick's
Jack,
video?
Lisa, who?
Patrick Moore's video.
The one he texted us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crawdaddy.
Yeah, it was big. It was like
That
a
was big.
lobster.
That was a big crawdaddy. That was almost a lobster.
No doubt. Freshwater lobster. It was
Yeah.
big.
Little garlic butter you'd be eating.
Yep. Butter it up. Butter it up.
Nothing to tell. No gold. Oh no.
Because
Patrick,
he's up
nothing to tell.
above,
No.
upstream of me now, isn't he? Of
Yep,
where
he's
I
up
was
where
heading.
you were.
Yeah.
Little ways, not too far away.
Yeah.
Where you were is now an island from his tailings.
Mud crustaceans. That's great.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Neil. Thanks for the super chat. CJ. AZ. I don't know about this time. You know, you're fairly new to our stream, so, and we're not really, you know, we promote other channels and stuff, yes, but it isn't like pat my back, I'll pat yours, you know.
Right.
I don't mind
Yeah,
some
well.
promotion, but you know, hang out, get to know us, you know. A wrench is pretty much earned, or it's given to our guests. Nothing personal, of course. So, and unless we know you well in another handle, I don't know. So, did I see Paul in here?
Sonia, how are you tonight?
Hey, Sonia.
Scuba Sonia, I
American
see
Woodland
Paul and Belinda is probably with Paul, American Woodland Relics. Scuba Sonia, our gal, nice heart for you. Tidewater
Where are
Magnet,
you from?
somewhere with Tidewaters.
Duh.
Duh!
What? There's only one place in the world, right?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Anything coastal, I would take it.
I would think you'd be by water. Virginia.
Well, definitely.
That's pretty coastal. Cool.
Yeah, right on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome and welcome again. All of you, welcome.
Absolutely.
Well, unfortunately, outdoor.
Oh, check this out. Wait a minute, Ed. Look at your YouTube screen.
My YouTube screen.
Look at your likes and dislikes.
I have no likes and dislikes.
You have no numbers.
No, it's just like and dislike. But I see we have 21 likes in my. I don't have unnecessary windows up right now, Jesse. I have my live studio up and my encoder and you guys in there.
Yeah, well, I've just never seen it without numbers.
Well, it's, they're going, oh, don't hurt people's feelings. We're going to stop showing dislikes and stuff.
Is that like everybody gets a damn trophy?
I
It's like
guess
nobody
so.
gets a trophy.
I guess so. I always looked at it as 2 dislikes equals a thumbs up anyway. It's all interaction. So if you care to interact, thank you very much.
Luke.
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 It's good to see you, buddy.
Terry Curry, what's up? Morning. Or good evening.
Good evening.
See a handful of my regulars in there, but I see a handful of people that aren't regulars at all on my channel. I don't think I've ever seen them.
Back on YouTube disabled it. Well, I didn't mind the other way, because it don't bother me.
And actually, I think it helps.
Yeah, but if they're gonna give a thumbs down, they could at least say, well, your lighting was off, you could do this. I welcome constructive criticism, but if they're like, hey, you talk funny, well, no shit, I've talked funny all my flippin' life. Oh, you look funny. Hey, so I look funny. Hey, I can't change that. I'm not gonna go under the knife. But if it's like, your sound was a little low or crackly, blah, 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 or, constructive criticism, I'm all for,
Yep. But, Magnetic Squash, how are you tonight?
What's up, Squatch?
Hey, Squatch.
Right. I think, criticizing is good if it's done in a constructive way.
I am not a hippie, CJ. I'm a flippin' long hair. You don't see no daisies in my hair, do you? Our friend from the Great White North, at home with CJ. Scuba Sonia, love you too. Actually, I love all of you, all the Flash fans. Don't know what I'd do without y'all.
All except for that Patrick. We just kind of tolerate him.
Yeah, that Patrick Moore dude.
Says you too many hand signals, Ed.
How about this one?
I got one to show you.
I got one.
Sorry if there's any kids watching.
2 of
them. But, some people have it coming to them.
Sonia, we love our Patrick. He's our pack mule. We love our Patrick.
Patrick's a good friend of ours, very good friend of ours, Sonia. He knows we're just blowing smoke up his woo, and just like he is to me, So it's all in good fun and love. He's a brother of another mother. Oh, you're teasing. Hi, Vicky, Ryan. How are you?
Vicky. Hi, Vicky. At
I'm gonna
home
turn
with
the fan off.
CJ. Gold Fever
Testing out the
Adventures.
mini high banker geo sluice drop riffle sluice. Oh, Jack from Gold Fever Adventures and Gold Fever Radio is checking out one of your competitions there, Spike.
Yeah, I seen that. You know, Jack's kind of hard headed sometimes. I told him how good they worked, what, 3 years ago, and he's, oh, them things don't work. So, well, he finally believes. All I can say is that's cool. You know, I was selling that exact box from California Sluice when the California Sluice guy was making them for years before I quit selling them, and he went out of business. So, you know, things move and it happens, you know. So
right.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I lost it. Wait a minute.
Who were those brothers from Arizona we met at the Gold Show?
The Wilsons?
Wilson brothers, yeah.
Right.
Wilson Prospecting. They bought out some of California sluice box stuff, if I remember right.
correct.
Okay.
I think they mostly bought the trommel deal, as far as I remember.
Yeah, and
that's what they were pushing, the trommel.
The bucket
trommel and the cleanup.
sluices. The little bucket sluices.
Right.
Jesse worked real hard on getting us a trommel, but didn't quite seal the deal, did you, Jesse?
Get it? No.
Darn it.
Next time.
Check out AZ Mort Squad. He's good people. We'll definitely check him out. Mr. Lodak, if you could throw out a link to his channel, you know. And I'm not telling anyone to do anything, but if you like it and it appeals to you, by all means.
Yes, we only ask you to like ours if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too.
Yep, that's fine.
But share us out anyways.
Well, you know, the ones that don't like your stuff that subscribe hurt you more than they help you, because they don't do anything for you in the algorithm to keep you moving. So,
well, the old algorithm was by a view base, and it didn't matter if you viewed for a minute or the whole length. It was all view base and liked base. The new algorithm is all watch time. So if I could have 1 million subscribers, and if no one watched, it would do me much more harm than if I had 5 subscribers and people would watch all my videos all the way through, you know.
Oh yeah, that and click-through rates are two things that they watch so much now. So.
Yeah. And you could find out all about it through the YouTube formula put out by Daryl Eves. It's not a bad
And I'd rather
thing,
have people subscribe to my channel that like what I'm putting out, as opposed to just doing some for some type crap.
Well,
stay.
I don't endorse that, you know.
Right.
I want real participants in the Flash fam. And you know.
Well,
so.
yeah. Well, I'd rather do a live and have 15 people on it, but all of them are there because they want to see what I'm doing and they stay the whole time.
Right.
Then do one and have, you know, people drop in, stay 30 seconds or 10 seconds or, you know. So the ones that are really into it, that's the cool thing. That's ones we love. You know, that's the family. You know, that's like Fast family, and it's everybody has a family like that's what you need. You know, so yeah.
And like Scuba, like Sonia says, make sure you hit that bell too, all. That way you'll get notified when you put out a new video.
Yeah.
Gary, Ottis.
Ottis, what's up, Ottis?
Yeah, you know, and to be honest, if it's 34 in here like now or 4 in here, I'm still doing what I'm doing because I love it. Love you guys.
You would be on 24/7 if you could.
If I could, I probably would. I love
I know
live
you would.
streaming. I love live
How many
streaming.
live streams were you on this weekend? This last
Well,
weekend?
probably a few.
Yeah, I know 3 for sure.
Well, and I'm also doing this thing through the YouTube channel. It's a creator channel called Live Streaming Pros, and they're having live every day April, where you kind of work on your demons that haunt you in your live streams, or get, even though I'm pretty shy and timid, I'm camera shy, I don't like the camera or talk. So I thought I'd join this so I'd work towards being a better live streamer. And that's what it's all about. It's absolutely free. Too bad enrollment closed yesterday. But I did a live stream over on the Facebook group, because you're committed to do a live stream every day for the whole month. And
That's 4 then.
she gives you an assignment and a topic, and you work on that. So I have an hour commute home. I'm getting ready for that live stream. I get a message from Outdoor Treasures. Oh, I can't get off work. They won't let me off work. I gotta work till 9. I'm spraying corn. I'm like, oh, bummer. Tell your boss he's a fucking ass. Boop. He's an ass. Boop. You know.
Anus Orpus.
He's an A-O.
Anus Orpus.
And hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi, Richard. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I'm talking to HD Shovelhead on the phone, and I'm going in like 5 different directions, and Ed's like, well, pardon me.
It's Spike. Spike will do it.
Spike would probably do it. He'll do it. And I'm like, yeah, I just talked to him yesterday, and he offered if I ever needed someone to hop in, he'd be there. So, I let my fingers do the walking and the talking. It's Spike! And voila.
So
Ta-da!
you ended up with me.
So
Well,
I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry.
Well, I am too. I know y'all are disappointed. I can tell you that. I'm sure y'all are just really disappointed. But
Hey,
yeah,
Lee
I'm glad to
Duncan.
be here with you. A lot of nights I come in and I stay down in the bottom and look, stay a while and watch what's going on, and I'll have it on listening while I'm doing other things. But yeah, I'm glad to be here with you tonight, filling in. I mean, I've spent a lifetime filling in for people that couldn't get their job done. So
we're glad to have you, Spike. You're a friend of Flash in your pants.
yeah, I got you a box working
that way once.
I got you a box working for the bash. So so we can get you some stuff up there for that.
Yeah, cool.
Right on. What
And,
is a good way to season a new plastic gold pen? Well, Spike, here, let's let our guest tell you how to. He's a seasoned prospector, worked up in Nome, Alaska for many years, been digging the dirt for eons. Spike Littlejohn, could you please explain to our friend American Woodland Relics how to season a pan?
Well, I would suggest the first thing would be take that thing and get it in a sink full of dishwashing detergent and rub it up and scrub it and get all the mold release off of it. And then take some real fine sandpaper and round this way in around it, this way, not up and down, but around the bowl, and just kind of give it a little scratch. And then the bottom of it, the same thing, a little roundy scratch in that, and then rinse it real good, and then go to work. And it doesn't need much more than that. So now what I do is I take another one just like it and set on top of it, but I drill about well, as many 1/4-inch holes in it as I can before I do that. And that's what I use for a classifier. And it works really well too. So.
Jeff Davis from Geosluice Mining here. Hey, Jeff,
Jeff.
welcome.
How you doing, Jeff?
Ellsworth, how you doing?
I hope you're doing well, Ellsworth. Hope the girls are doing well. Getting excited. June's gonna be here before we know it.
Oh boy, that's
Madness
getting closer and closer, dude.
You're more than welcome, Paul.
Let the madness begin.
Yeah.
I hope I answered his question good.
He said, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hi, Colleen. Colleen's watching, but she can't. We can't see her in the chat room.
Oh, there's Mark Miller. What's up, Mark?
How you doing, Mark?
Mark, Colleen, how you doing, Raven and Skipper Rock? I mean, Smacker Rock. I know, that's getting
Yeah,
old.
Smackarock. We mustn't forget Smackarock.
No.
We don't want him to feel left out.
They're a duo.
Yeah, and I'd love to join y'all for the flash bash, but I'm fixing to have a little work done with the doctors, so I'm probably not going to be able to get out and do that kind of thing for a little while here. I'm just going to be stuck working at the house.
Well,
So-
there'll be a Flash Bash 2021 or 22.
Oh yeah, I understand that. This year's just not the year. Last year was back surgeries, and this year's a little bit of skin surgery. So, hey, we'll get through. Everything's okay.
Well, last year you also had that fire too, didn't you?
Well, I burned the damn house down, but
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I do too. Really, I really remember it well. January the 20th. Yeah, burnt the whole place down almost. It was, yeah, it was traumatic. And then started back surgeries on April 1st and had 3 of them before they quit doing them. So yeah, y'all don't even want to see that. So yeah, that wasn't no fun. But yeah, we back on it. I mean, I'm back making stuff and shots back, new shots built and back up and running. Water table, got that fixed and renewed and redone. I'm loving the way it works. I made a special one for Ed because Ed kept complaining about all this lead he had. And I've been playing with some different ideas on my molds, making some different patterns and different things. And I'm trying to get some more intricate designs. And by doing that, I've been doing some 3D parts, printing 3D parts and then gluing them on sluices, like where I put the sucker bottles on the back. But also I've been putting the 3D printing an insert that I can put in a mold and then pull the part down and put that into the mold. So I was trying to find out if that would work. So what I've done was this. Let me reach over here and get it right quick.
Sure.
This is one of these gold rams. Y'all seen plenty of them, I'm sure. So now this hadn't been trimmed out yet, so it's got to all be trimmed out. Let me get it over here where we can get it in front of the camera a little better for you. Okay, it's got to all be trimmed out, but you have this small depression right here.
Yeah, let me pin you up again.
Okay, sir. Let me do that so you can see it.
All right.
Okay, here you go. Let me see if I can get this thing up here. Okay, now the normal water tables are all trimmed off. Little flap comes over like this. The water comes up and it comes out of this sump. Oh man, this is hard to get on the camera. Comes up out of this sump and it's sliding down the table real smooth and a real fine little layer. Okay, and this depression right here, real small, you can see. This is where, let me get it up a little bit, sorry. This is where you put your gold, sweep it over into there and let it sit, and then you let it set, and then you sweep it into that little hole that goes down through one of these adapters. And snuffer bottles threaded on the bottom. So, and then you've got a drop riffle at the bottom here that won't let anything get out. But you see this big old hole in this one?
Yeah.
Well, Ed said, here's the deal. I wanted to do, figure out if I could 3D print a piece and then mold on it. So I took one of my 3D printed parts, put it on a mold, and pulled the mold, and it did not hurt the part, did not hurt the ABS that I used to make the part with. So I can make pretty much anything I want in a 3D print now on my 3D printer, put it on my mold, and make crazy little things. So that's the way that looks. And so, but this one's got this huge big hole right here. And I haven't put anything in it because I'm gonna leave it for Ed to put all his lead in, because he says he's getting so much lead he needs a place to sweep it.
Right.
So
I
this
like
one's
I
coming
was.
just for you to sweep your lead in, okay?
All right, thanks. You know I've been telling you, hey, do a flash in your pan model with 2 holes, one for a bottle for the lead and one for the bottle for the gold. And I guess that's the next best thing than what I've been bugging you to do.
Yeah. Do me a favor, Ed. Go to open up the cameras, and I'll just spin around and go to that one. I'll plug that water table up and make it go once I can do that, but I'm gonna be out of this camera when I do.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Watch this.
I'll pin that up.
There we go. Here, let me find a cord. Y'all know it's bouncing, guys. I'm trying to get the cord power. There you go. That's starting to run down the table. Let me put a bottle on it. I know I'm spinning, guys. Sorry. Show y'all how this works. I'm gonna take a snuffer bottle. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. Can y'all see that? No, other camera, Ed. It's a table. I'm over here.
Yep, it's up.
I'm gonna fill this bottle up with water.
Pouring it down just a tad, just a tad.
Okay, I'm gonna fill the bottle up with water and then stick it on the bottom of the table. And it just screws right on the bottom in the thread right here. Got a little air in it, get that out.
Gary Shelton says he has an idea about a design.
Well, I'm
Everybody
always
has
open to
ideas.
listen to people talk to me about them. Okay, let me see. Looks like it might have some gold in it, but it wouldn't be no fun just put gold in there by itself, would it?
Oh.
That wouldn't even be funny. That wouldn't even be fair. I'm looking for something. Hold on, let me find something to dump with it. Okay, I got a bottle here, guys. I don't even know what's in this bottle. Okay, so, and it's dry. That ain't good. Let me wet it. I have no idea what's gonna come out of this bottle when I put it on this table, guys. Except, see those little ones right there that stopped on the table? I don't know if can y'all see those?
See something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that just came out of that bottle that I dumped out. Watch this. Here we go. We're gonna put some more. I need to get y'all a light over here. I'm sorry I didn't have the lights turned the right direction.
Or get it closer. Down.
Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm out of hands, Ed. You called me up at the last minute. I wasn't prepared for you, okay, brother?
Hey,
Normally I get
appreciate
everything
you
lined up.
hopping on.
Normally I can get everything ready lined up for one of these right off the bat. So anyway, let me see if I can get that to move, and then I'll sweep this up and get this rocked up. Now this water table's set up a little bit hot right now, the way it's running, because I was running some super heavy black sand yesterday. Let me see if I can spin a light for you right quick.
That's a pretty small pump, Vicky. Only 350 gallons per hour. How big? That high banker would have to be really small.
A little cleanup,
Hey,
a
guys.
little mini high banker.
What you thinking,
Nikki.
guys?
Nice.
I
nice.
see.
Now you see it. Now you seen me just dump that bottle on the table, right?
Yep.
And the gold stayed there, and the black and the sand run away. And let's get this bottle dumped out, see what's in it right quick. Okay, you just dump your snuffer bottle out at the end of the day. You put it on the water table. You take a brush and pick up a couple of these little stragglers and bring them back. Okay, everything's right there. So we're gonna take it all and bring it right over here and drop it in that little depression I got. So I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. They're so small and they get hooked in all these little bitty holes. See, when you get them to there, then you just take your brush and do them right like this, guys. Right down into that bottle. And that's the way that works. You can sit there and pick. There's a bunch of little bitty ones. I don't know if y'all can still see them, but look, right here, here, there. You need to take the brush and take the time to move them all in. Oh, so y'all don't want to see my bathroom. Let me turn that camera around. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, let me get my hand out of the, uh-oh, camera's upside down. Turn over.
Audra and Rach, great to see you, sisters.
Hey, Audra and Rachel in the house.
I don't know why the camera's upside down. Let me see if it'll flip over when I flip it again. There we go. Now it's coming back, I think. There it goes. There you go. That's one of the couple of new things. Anyway, the water table, I see y'all see the water table, and that's what they look like. And I got those on the market. I got a batch of them made and sitting out here ready to go. And I know water tables, a lot of places y'all see them $279, whatever, you know, the prices are, all them crazy prices they have. And well, they're $139 shipped. So that's with everything ready to go. Add some dirt and some jet dry and some water. Mounted on your black plastic tub. That's the way they work. So, but I've got those going, and I've had a request on my double deuce sluices that people wanted them in a heavier plastic. So we started making those, a batch of them in 3/16 plastic, which is 50% heavier than the 1/8 inch that most people are using, and really tough. So I think we're gonna like that. So the pump on the water table is like a 160. Just for anybody that's looking there. Gary's helping somebody with some information about some pumps, looks like here right now.
Yeah, Vicky was wanting to know about what size pump to use on her high banker she just got. She was looking at 3 something, and that's going to be too small, definitely. I'd go between 1,100 and 2,000 with it myself.
Or even 2,500. It all depends on.
Yeah,
How wide is the sluice?
It all depends on the sluice and
Well,
right.
it depends on
and everything. There's a lot of factors.
Depends on the width of the sluice and the riffle profiles mostly, I think. So.
Well, it doesn't hurt to start with a bigger pump. You can always turn it down.
It also depends on the head too, how high that pump has to lift the water. So,
Exactly.
There's
What's up, Jason?
factors. Good to see you, Flower Gold Wizard. Randy Lewis. 139 US to Canada, Randy Lewis says.
Ed, Vicky says it's the Buckabilly sluice she got from you.
Oh no, that's way, way too little of a pump.
Yeah.
You're gonna your little gas pump you had would probably work better for that.
Yep.
Not some 12-volt pump, especially. You'd probably need two 2500
Yeah.
pumps to run that sluice. You know, the one with the dream mat we weren't using anymore, Jesse. I talked to you about it.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
High banking in Colorado may involve smoking certain herbs.
Oregano.
Yep. Parsley.
Magnetic squatch. This all makes my magnets look easy. It kind of is, but throwing a magnet all day is not easy either.
No, I'm
Man,
sure
I tried
it's
that.
just
It
to
made
be
my
a
arm hurt.
workout.
Yeah, pulling up heavy pieces of iron and stuff up from the creek up to a bridge. That's not easy work either. I've done it. It's not easy.
Yeah, I made
Some
it.
pump might do it, Vicky. I used a sump pump with a little Jenny for a while, till I was able to purchase another gas pump, and so did Patrick Moore, if memory serves me right.
I use a pond pump for my cleanup sluices here at home. Plug her in.
Yeah, I use a plug-in pond pump for my my spike strike cleanup water table.
Yeah.
I
use a
also
bunch of different ones. You know, as far as pumps, I use the water table uses a 160, I think. The bucket concentrator uses a 500. The tubby concentrator uses a 800. And then when you get to the new double high banker, the electric high banker, I'm putting a 3400 on that thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's a beast. I mean, it goes through material like crazy. So
Yeah, Vicky, that wouldn't hurt. Put a valve in there.
no, not at all.
Well, it wouldn't hurt at all. That way you got
It's
control.
good to have a way to regulate the water flow anyway.
Right.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's
Yeah.
all right. And me personally, I don't like the ball valves because when the water's flowing, they're too tight and they're really you don't get enough control when you're turning it off. So you're pulling and it's just so hard. I'd rather get like a gate. Just so much easier to operate.
Yeah, they are
yeah,
pricey.
I don't. I just use good ball valves because I gate valves clog up too much for me. So
Yeah, but
I try to not run with them, especially on the DC stuff. But on an 8-cylinder gas motor, just turn the motor down. Most of the time, and
right. Well, you got control of it there. Sure, you got control of it there.
But and a lot of people are doing where they control a DC pump. They'll put something on to control the power to the DC pump, and and that slows it down, and that works to control the water flow. But you got a certain amount of residual loss to the controls, and then you got the upkeep of worrying about when the controls burn out, which they will, and otherwise an $8 valve usually fixes the problem. So
yeah, give me a good gate valve, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Secret Creek Prospecting. Oh yeah, super chat. Thanks for the super chat, Bennett. Bedrock Bennett, the Nugget Slayer, is in the house. He's my hero when it comes to detecting. Gary, Two Toes, are you lurking? Watch out for that Bennett. I think he might pass you. He probably already did for this season.
Yeah.
Digging it. Good to see you.
Jeremy Cantor, what's up?
Tuesday night Hangout Lives.
That's what's up.
Glow valve for Blue Bowl.
I'd agree with that.
I use a little valve that's right at my Blue Bowl. I use. I want to get one of those things Jerry has.
What's that?
It's a power knob where.
Oh yeah, it's a rheostat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They know how to be able to hook you up with that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
For the right
Oh,
price.
Dano.
For the right price.
For the right price. Dano's always got the right price.
Yeah,
That
I
one
tried.
Jerry
I
always
tried
sold
two
pretty
different speed controls, and both of them burned up. So I gave up and quit messing with them. I'm sure somebody's got a better design, but it wasn't worth my trouble to worry about
good.
it.
Jerry got his from that. What's it called? Washington Creek Prospecting or something like that.
It's beach prospecting, Washington Beach
That's it.
prospecting, I think.
And he's got one of these blue bull, and it worked really well.
Yeah,
But now burn it up or not, I don't know. I mean, that you can't answer that question until you know how long you've
Right.
used it.
Yeah, Bedrock. Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with you on that. But man, you're pulling right up behind him. I'm telling you, you and Top Cat.
Hard work pays off, and Ole. Bennett
well,
Ole.
I'm not saying he isn't the king of the motherlode, Bennett, our friend. And I don't want to show any disrespect to our friend Gary, none at all. He's, as you guys call him, the sensei. He's one real cool dude.
Right.
But you're slaying it with the nuggets, my friend.
Sure.
These guys right here, they need to talk to you and Oli and Top Cat even. Get you guys on Team Mind Lab.
Oh, no kidding.
Because
No
you
kidding.
guys are slaying the motherlode early this season.
Rose, what are you doing?
Rose,
You're supposed to be celebrating your
Lurking.
anniversary, not listening to our garbage.
you should be giving your husband some
Hey,
birthday loving. You're not in there, so what the hell are you doing over there?
yeah, yes, we miss you too, Rose.
We love you, Rose. We miss you. You know, I often give you a little grief.
Yeah. Didn't come on because of her. What, 1 year? Is it 1 year already? No.
It ain't their anniversary. It's
No, it's his birthday. Oh, that's right. Oh, birthday present time. That's right. I'm sorry.
Like Dano said in the chat.
Yes.
It goes a long way. we won't bring that up here.
You already did.
Well, I didn't get into details. Not
I was going
really.
to say she's probably turning red, but probably not.
Nah, not Rose.
Rose.
Not Rose.
No.
No, remember
But
the
then say you
list?
damn straight.
Remember the list she gave us
I
at the
remember the
last
list.
Flash Bash for the LBPA? No.
Yes. Took me by surprise, that's for sure.
Bad girls. Bad girls.
Oh, they're not bad. They're good.
Oh, but they're good. It's bad, but it's good.
It's
Bad girls. Bad.
They live up to Mae West's motto saying or quote, when I'm bad, I'm bad. But when I'm good, I'm good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Yep, that was it.
I have a question from Paul from Woodland, American Woodland Relics. The Henry has been around for a long, long time, Paul, and what you're describing is exactly that. I'm sure Spike Littlejohn is familiar with the Henry.
Yeah, I think I might know exactly what he's talking about. Most people take a piece of 4-inch or whatever, so usually 4-inch black corrugated pipe, split it right down the side here, and then put it onto a board or something to keep it nice and straight. and it makes a pretty good little cleanup sluice. It's just a bunch of drop riffles. It's got a rounded bottom, so it's kind of a little different,
Well,
little different idea. But some people call them poop tubes, like it says there, or Henry.
yeah.
Henry to me, when I think of Henry, I go back to Alaska, because one of our guys that was on the crew up there, his name was actually Henry. No joke. Yeah, Henry. If you go look at his old videos, he was one of George's best old buddies, and he was a good panter, man. That dude could pan beach gold like nobody's business. Him and Blueberry John and some of those people I met up there was just unbelievable. So, but yeah, Henry takes me back to there. This time of year, I'm dying because, this is the time of year I've been packing stuff and shipping it, to be going up there. So.
And it's funny to me because I'm sure all of us have thought and have used those.
Oh yeah,
I made one when I first started too.
I made one. I used some PVC or vinyl rain gutter, and I cut it so it could clip in that. And
you can take those things and make them and take them and put them in the creek in places where there's gold shedding.
Oh, I've done
and
that
pin them
too.
in the creek and leave them there, and then go back, just pick them up and dump them in buckets later on. And what's the worst it can be? The waste of effort.
30 years ago, I used a bit of poop tube and a little bit of PVC piping, thin wall, and I forget what sash it was, and I heated it up and I bent it, and I called it my Alpine sluice because it was light. I could pack it in anywhere and set it up in a heartbeat, and it was nothing more than some drain pipe and some poop.
And when you do that for the first time, make sure you don't pick up drainage pipe.
Yeah, you don't want the one with the slots.
You don't want the perforated one, right? You want it solid.
Yeah.
I get home and I just picked it up, grabbed it, out the door I went, right? I get home, I stretched it out, and I'm going, well, that ain't gonna work. It's got holes in it. It's got holes all over it.
You'd have to take a piece of that and cut it and put it on top of a piece of that other, and then you'd have a double decker.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I just took it back and got the right one, which is better.
Oh, me.
Benzo ate 5 tacos. That's all.
Really?
He didn't say he was done.
He
Taco
said
Tuesday.
5 tacos down.
Yeah. He didn't say he was stopping. Yeah.
That's true.
I've laid them in creeks when I know a rainstorm is coming. I found some flower gold. Cool.
Well, I'd leave it in over the winter time. Let it stay down during a flood.
We have a New England warning. Ticks are out. They're out in force. Went for a quick walk in the woods and found 3 so far. Teeny little buggers crawling on me. Hope I don't find any stuck. Bring bug spray. Thank you, Vicky. That's like drying the gold in the oven in a pan, unwarmed. Well, don't use the plastic pan.
Only good for one shot.
Right.
They'll make a heck of a blob in the bottom.
Well, it worked all right the first time.
That reminds me of the day that I put a piece of plastic in the machine and I got a phone call. And I stepped outside the door to talk on the phone call, and the machine was on and running. The heater was on. And I didn't think nothing about it till I got off the phone call and walked back in. And when I did, I found that plastic does have a point that it actually does drip and fall apart and bubble, and it goes. Yeah. So it was like, it'd been cooking for like 20 minutes. I mean, I usually cook one for like 6.5 minutes to make a part. So 20 minutes it cooked that part. It was like this. I had a mess. Had to clean it all up. So
Yes,
It's a
Shaw Prospecting, you are
free
welcome.
country, Ron. It's a free country.
You are welcome.
Just leave $150 super chat. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just
And don't forget the 5 rule.
Hey, Nick Muller, how you doing?
Nick.
Any
What's up,
tips
Nick?
for a new channel starting out? Yeah, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint race. It takes time. And everyone first videos suck. Take it from me, all of my early videos suck.
damn, I made
Just
100
work hard.
and they still suck.
It will come along. Organic's the way to go. If anyone wants a sub for sub, I back off from it. So I would suggest getting tips from Nick Nimmin. If you're into live streaming pros, and you could also check out Ed Marvin Live, his channels on my channel, down at Friends of Flashing Your Pan, I think I call those channels. But that's my other channel where I talk about my mistakes and I go through what I've learned about live streaming and how to make stuff for those on a budget. If you use a mobile, I strongly suggest checking out D. Nimmin at Master Your Mobile. There's a few channels that could help you in the right direction with like channel art. It's very important to use your about page, but that ain't what this channel's about. Could check out my other channel. It's kind of like that. I just started it not long ago. But
Hello, Jeff Eatley.
it's a sprint. It's not a sprint race. It's a marathon. It takes time. Lisa, good to see you.
Hi, Lisa.
Somebody just asked me if I had any water tables yet, and I just made a batch today. I got 6 that need to be trimmed, but they can be out in 2 days. They go in a 2-day box, and anywhere in the U.S. they'll go for $139. So
what about
everything.
Canada? Randy
I don't.
Lewis
Well,
about Canada.
I don't know how those boxes go to Canada. I have to investigate that. Our
Jeff
2-day
Eatley.
boxes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he'll find out for you, Randy.
Yeah, we can ship one. I mean, there's no problem with that. But I've got them. Y'all get in touch. Just spikesprospecting@gmail.com or whatever, Facebook message, or go to my channel and message me there. And if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it. I really would. So, can't have enough friends in the groups. So
I want to talk about someone from a community inside YouTube. I brought him the Nimmin brothers, D and Nick. Jeff Italy is a photographer, has a really good channel on photography. So he's a really good guy. Thanks for joining us in chat or in our live stream. Kick back, relax. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Partridge Family Prospecting.
yeah, the partridges. How you doing, Mama Partridge and Papa Partridge, Jeremy?
The Partridge Family. Reminds me of a television show.
Digging. My website since my surgery has not been put back in order, so you can send me direct message, or you can go to my Etsy or my eBay, and I'm about to list them on my Amazon. So they'll be in all the different places, real soon here. I'm just trying to get everything back and moving. So
you had a big hit to your business and home last year. It's good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Spike, did you read that message I sent you?
I have not, but I will go look.
We have Bob McCoy in the house.
Bob McCoy.
Bob.
Good seeing you, Bob.
I haven't heard from you since
Trails.
last time when you asked me if I was ready for my walking stick, and I said yes. Still ready. James, what's up, James? Partridge Family Prospecting, how are you tonight? BC Trails, hi.
Good to see you. He tried making a vid for you and all, and Andy for the pay dirt, and well, I ended up making a Facebook instead. Was the best pan of the year by far. I'm working on it, he says, Jesse.
I see that. I said, okay.
Ah, my big brother's in the house. Hey,
Yeah,
James.
If you guys haven't hit that like button, go ahead and do it now. We can't tell. I can't tell whether everybody's hit the like button yet or not.
Well, we have
I got no numbers on my side.
41
out of 49.
50. Someone just hopped in.
GPU, what's up?
Hey, Jeff, good seeing ya. GoPro Unlimited. So what's in the new for Spike Strike? You told me you had some new stuff up your sleeve.
Yeah, I got a couple things. I got the mold made for a blank. I made a sluice called the Anymat sluice when I first started doing these a couple of years ago. And I put a piece of place at the bottom where you could put a piece of mat. And the only complaint I ever really got was a guy called and he complained. He said, I'm not getting any gold in that sluice in the bottom, in the mat. And I said, well, you getting gold in the sluice? He said, yeah, in the drop ripples I am, but not in the mat. And so I asked him, I said, well, that'd be a good problem to have. And he said, I feel so stupid. And after that, I just quit messing with him trying to push him. So I got to looking and thinking about it, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to put the mat in the beginning of it and let them put a big old piece of dream mat or docs mat or whatever they want in it. And then once they do that, I'm going to have a couple of drop ripples at the bottom end in case anything gets away from them. And that's going to be a blank for them to put that rubber mat in if they want to buy. So that's what we got coming, and they're sitting in a little sump, so they're down in it, and nothing can get out, nothing can get under the mat, get out from under the mat. So they're basically just like my Anymat sluice. I'm just flipping everything around and putting a whole lot more mat in it for the ones that want a bunch of mat. So that's what's going to happen with that.
Cool.
I've been playing with a Batea pan and a little crazy design in the bottom of it. I figure I can't just shape one, with this flat. That wouldn't make sense. Why would I do that?
Lee Duncan wants one.
Say again?
Lee Duncan wants one.
Yeah, I've heard people saying they want one.
I want one.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a couple things going, so. Benzo said, complaint, the double deuce makes too many tailings all day cleaning out tailings. Well, yeah, tailings is one thing, concentrates is another. If you're making a lot of tailings, that means you're moving a lot of dirt. And that might be why Benzo got more gold last year than he ever got before, right? It might be him to say, I don't know, but I think it's because he moved a lot of dirt through that double deuce. Classifying as you run, the secret to running double drop riffles is not clogging them up. And the way we don't clog them up, stack 2 layers of them and classify them. So you watch Benzo's video on the double deuce, and that explains it all. The one he did about a week and a half ago really explains it all.
Done. We'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I've been doing a live on some Friday nights with some Alaska episodes. The Alaska show from when I was on the Alaska episode that year, and so I'm in about 16 out of the 20 episodes. So I'll just take a wild hair and throw one up and do a reaction live to it every now and then on a Friday night. So been doing that. I hadn't set a schedule and started doing them regular, but it's something I just play with. So.
That's right. The Magnetic Squatch. Treasure Hunters Unite.
Spike, are you in the chat room?
Yes, I am.
Type something in there so people can see you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Spike's channel's URL is down in the description below. But don't leave now. We're not over with.
Yeah, don't run off. And there's my email address for anybody who wants to contact me direct. That'd be a good way to do that. So.
Oh, in case he happens to be listening, he may or may not be. Happy birthday, Bill Brewer.
Yeah, happy birthday to Bill.
What?
Night, Sonia.
Good night, Sonia.
Glad you made it in for a little while anyways.
Let's see. Secret Prospecting said, I made a double deuce last weekend.
For a little while, she was here over an hour.
Now, Secret Prospecting, I'll be honest, you didn't make a double deuce. You made an over-under sluice. Double deuce, that's mine, okay? Don't be stealing the name. I mean, I got a little deuce and a double deuce, and they're going to be the big deuce, too. It's going to be huge. Just wait till you see it.
Double deuce?
Just because I got a design, you don't have to steal the design idea. You know, you can copy it, just don't steal the name, okay? Fair enough. I mean, copy my ideas. That's fine. I don't care. Just don't steal the name of what I'm calling it. That's not right.
Are you sure Dennis didn't have that name first on his?
Who's that?
Dennis Dayton.
What's that?
He's got a double D.
Double deuce?
No, it's a double D.
Right, it's a double D. You're right.
It's a flare for a sluice. It's aluminum. It's nothing like the double deuce. Hey, Marlon, how you doing? Mar Videos, good to see you, brother.
Mar Videos, how are you tonight?
I got somebody in this chat that's trying to pick a fight and ask me questions, you know, and he just asked me one. Y'all see it right there. And I'm going to choose to ignore him because that's the way I normally deal with him, is ignoring him. So that's going to be the way I'm going to live with that. Okay, so y'all just
yeah, we don't talk politics in here.
Not going to.
If you want to talk politics, go on another channel.
It ain't that kind of channel.
Right. He might do that on his, but y'all are not doing that, and I'm not going to get involved. He can take it home.
We all have our opinions, and it's still a free country. So.
And Jack, you should know better.
Outdoorsy Gallo, good to see you, Chrissy. I hope you're feeling better. Say hi to John. Me personally, I think everyone in DC, they all talk a bunch of, and 2 heads on the same snake. So.
They don't take care of we the people, and that's all it needs to be said.
Yeah.
I've been an independent my whole life. I intend to stay that way, and I have no opinion about a damn thing.
Is Adam in here?
Yes, Adam is here. And it was Ziggy's birthday on the 4th.
Oh, happy birthday, Ziggy.
Happy birthday, Ziggy. Surprised you don't have a a kid named Iggy, Ziggy, and Diggy.
That's right, Benzo. Only politics we do talk in here is it has to do with mining. It has to do with mining laws and that kind of crap.
Right.
And we really don't even talk that much about it.
No, probably would talk about it if we ever had like Shannon Poe on or
right. Shit, that's all he talks about.
Public lands for the people, or
PLP.
Exactly.
If we had like Dave McCracken of the new 49ers out of Happy Camp, you know, but we try to stay away from religion and politics because there's two things that will start a fight real quick or a war, and that's politics and religion.
Yeah, that's it.
Which
that and gold. People get uptight about gold too, you know. So you know how they are.
Yeah, some get all Sierra Madre on your ass.
You know the whole deal. They freak out. Yeah. Go in a gold room and watch 2 pounds of it go across the table, and then think about it and say, you know, I didn't need a piece of that. None of that's mine. It's for all those nice people. Yeah. You know, that's the way you got to look at it when you do that. It ain't yours.
The thing I've known in the prospecting and treasure hunting community and whole Spike, it will bring out the best or the worst in a person. It all depends on their heart and their mind. It all depends on their soul. You know what I mean? If they have a bad soul, it brings out the worst. If they have a good soul, it brings out the best. And sometimes you don't want to listen to the other people in your head.
Somebody asked me if I had any gold porn.
Yeah, they want to see your nuggets.
You just saw some a little bit ago. He was doing a table.
I don't think I got anything much big out here, but let me see. Y'all see this little bottle? Can y'all see this? It's the print's kind of gone on it now, but it says stool sample. Put that in your bag and carry it through the airport. Nobody will touch that damn thing.
Yeah, I don't want
to. I'm going to show y'all what I found with this.
I don't want to see those kind of nuggets.
Yeah, I was up at Catchmark at my camp at Catchmark, and I was metal detecting with a Fisher Gold Bug Pro SE or SE,
one of mine.
And it the detector went off and it was starting reading a target, and it was reading 2 different targets at the same time right in this wash. I hope y'all can see these. Darn. Okay, let me get up where y'all can see. Okay, this little square nail.
Yeah.
This square nail was showing up at 4 inches under the ground. And so I dug it and I found it and I pulled it up. Well, then I went back over the hole and it kept going off. And it was running like a 52 on the gold bug. So that's what was at the bottom of the holes at 7 inches, was that little chunker. So, but yeah, I found the nail, and then that was dead right directly under it almost. But that little square nail had been in that wash for a long time. So,
and that's why they say dig all targets.
Yeah.
And always double check your hole. You know, always double check your hole.
Definitely. But Bob Drake, square nails do matter.
Well, there was an old sluice built there one day that had a lot of them old square nails in it, probably, you know. So
hello, Pay Dirt Getaway. How are you tonight?
Well, I know this. If you're sluicing and stuff and you're finding nails and lead, keep going.
Keep digging.
Keep digging.
So I know I've mentioned this before, but Bob McCoy makes some awesome walking sticks and canes and staffs. Beautiful stuff.
Tidewater magnet thrower. Any suggestions for a good metal detector for beach? The Equinox 800's good. It has the beach mode. It's really good with salt water. Any else? We're all Mind Lab users. Yeah. Oh, what about your Garrett? You've never used that on the beach, have you, Jesse?
I use my 350 on the beach. Found a lot of tinfoil, bolt heads, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have brought out the big gold with me. I had like a 1/4 ounce nugget in the house I found, and I didn't bring it out. So.
Oh man. Well, next time gotta
Well,
bring more gold.
I think you've seen it
porn with
before,
you.
but yeah,
Probably.
I'll bring another one out. So.
But hey, gold
Yeah.
porn's always good. I don't care how many times.
Yeah.
Spike, did you see my first nuggets I ever found belly detecting?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I have to show the same old gold porn.
Oh, the one I just showed you is the biggest. The biggest one I ever found with a metal detector was one I just showed you. And actually, it's about the only one I ever found with a metal detector. To be honest, I ain't never had much luck with a metal detector. I found hot scrots in the creek, but oh, nice.
Yeah,
those are my first 3. Found them all in that same day.
Those come out of California?
Yep.
I could tell that by looking.
Yeah. Watch Smith's Gold video, 2000, what? And the Gold Diggers.
Yeah.
Watch that video, you'll see where we wound up with about 1.25 ounces.
No, that's not Yuba gold, but it's just say
No.
Gold Mountain.
Gold Mountain.
Gold Mountain gold, but it's
Gold
not
Mountain,
the Yuba. We're under gag orders. We can't name the river or nothing.
It's
All
California.
all you get out of us is Gold Mountain.
California.
Wayne
My
Nugget
first-
Brain Peterson.
There's
Hey.
Wayne. How you doing, Wayne?
Zoltan. Good to see ya. Yeah, Little Sierra Chokers. Yeah.
I like them. I like gold.
I like gold. I like finding gold. I like what gold can buy me. It's actual wealth out of the ground. Like
Yeah, well,
finding it.
I had
New-
quite a
it's
bit
new.
put up in
New wealth.
2013.
Yes.
Yeah,
Real
2000. Yeah, 2013. I had a pretty good bit of gold put up, and that's when I had my accident and hurt my neck. I had to have the neck surgery, and I was fighting the workers' comp and broke, and I had no choice but to sell gold, and I hated it. But the only good thing about it, it was 1930 or something like that when I sold it.
There you go.
So yeah, I didn't mind it as bad. And
Well, you know what the best part about that is? There's more.
well, yeah, I found more sense, but I mean, not that
There you
kind of
go.
money, not that kind of quantity, and got in that kind of gold. But I'll get back in it one day. So yeah, I need to get back to claim in Alaska. We got one up there, me and my buddy. I need to get up there, so I need to get that done.
Draw us a map.
No, I think we'll just keep that to ourselves too. You know how those spots are. They claim on it, so you can't go there. Yeah.
And you can unpin me
And
now.
I don't claim jump.
And everything around it's claimed too. I mean, that's the thing about it. Everything around it. So
Now,
yeah.
well, it's a claim, so I could hike it and film it. And film
you can
bears.
get 40 miles off the road, you can get
eagles.
to it. So yeah. Yeah,
Right.
it's about 40 miles from the road in Nome and about 30 miles out of Nome before you get off the road. So yeah, it's out there.
No,
One of those rich guys flies out there in a helicopter and has them drop him off.
I only go where I'm invited and have permission.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
If I go, I'd be taking others with me, but I ain't planning to go anytime soon. I'm not healthy enough right now, not this year. So I got plenty to do to keep me busy. All my little projects and ideas and things I'm making and turning out, and Amazon's kind of took off. I've been real happy with that, guys. So
Moto mining, I found my 3 nuggets the same day Jesse found those 3 nuggets. with my Equinox 800 in prospecting mode. They just need to make the coil so it will radiate all the way around, so you can put the coil down in cracks. Like what does Todd and Bennett, or I mean Todd, yeah, they can do it. Todd and Gary Two Toes has one. The Mind Lab Bennett can too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
yes, this does too.
I have talked to someone with connections with Mind Lab, so you never know what may happen. So
the suggestion was put out there.
yes. And maybe if Debbie ends up coming with some people who represent Mind Lab to Flash Bash, Debbie's she works for Mind Lab USA, so
maybe she'll bring some beta testers with her.
Right. You never
Here, you guys
know.
try these out. You dang Skippy will try them out.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
We'll try out anything you want.
Yep.
I like my Equinox 800 moto.
I like mine.
There was something else. Willie, find anything weird that wasn't gold related while digging for gold.
Found a gold trap before.
I've dug up dredge buckets, little small ones that were like this big by that deep, rounded bottoms. I've dug up some of those.
Well, isn't that related to gold?
Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, most places I go digging, I mean, there's nothing there but gold. I mean, wagon wheels and I've found bearings and all kind of things like that. I mean, all the heavy.
And I'm sure that's all gold related too.
Yeah, I mean, all it is, it come off of a wash plant or something that was running in the area. I'm sure, So when you get out in the wilderness, if you find anything like that, well, somebody probably had it there mining because they know the reason it got there. So when you get that far out, that's what happens.
So for any of you veterans out there, disabled or vets, they have a blue bowl and want to try the Dream Mat insert, David's giving away 4 of them right now. Go to Dream Mat USA. Grab you up one.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of veterans also, guys, anybody that's a veteran, do a 10% discounts on my site. And you can just contact me direct and we'll transfer that to you cost. So just do that. We'll take care of you.
Very cool.
Yeah. I've been doing that for over 2 years on my site.
Yeah.
When the site quit working, taking money, I just, I do it, it's when people tell me about it, I'll take care of it. So that saves you $13, $14 on a water table. How about that? So.
No, that ain't Lucky. Lucky died. That's Mama. Mama, hush. Can't you see that red light that says live on it, girl?
That's what she was wondering. Does that mean live? Meow, meow, meow. Does that mean live? Meow.
Mama was saying hi, everybody.
Hi, Mama. I let my dog in.
They all say hi back, Mama.
Oh.
Somebody dug up a beer can. There you go. Yeah. That's the thing about a metal detector, man. You can dig up a lot of stuff. Especially back in the old day. I mean, my first one was a gold bug. I mean, original gold bug. And then the gold bug 2. And then later on, the gold bug SE. And I'll be honest, I like the SE better than the other 2 myself. I mean, the 2 is probably more for nuggets and places that can be done at. But I'm not in an area where that's good at, so I'm better off with the Pro SE for me, so where I'm at. So.
Yeah, speaking of metal detecting, Sunday on Easter, I was over at my son's house and my metal detector, and asked my granddaughter if she wanted to go metal detect the volleyball court where they're at. So yeah, she likes to play. She likes rocks and stuff. Went over there and I added to my car collection. Ta-da! Oh wait. I turn my camera on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing you my car. My camera's turned off.
Colorado Gold Guide, Brandon, welcome, welcome.
Got me a Mercedes, or a Lamborghini.
Found a few of them at my house.
Yeah, I know. I found this one on the volleyball court. It's about 8 inches, 10 inches deep. It was buried deep.
I found a silver quarter under your clothesline, Dano.
Uh-huh.
But my granddaughter really enjoyed it. She had a blast. So she'll probably wind up with my 350.
The Lobo's a good gold detector, Torso. Too bad they're out of business. The little dredge bucket you have picked, found one last summer, still not sure what kind of mine it was used in, load or placer.
Oh, that's cool, Bob.
It would have been a placer mine, and if it's shaped the way I'm talking about, it would have been mounted on a belt. So it would have been on a belt, belt drive thing, where the belts would come around and fill up, and they wouldn't get really full. I mean, they'd be about half to maybe 3/8 full, but I mean, when they continuously go all day long and never stop, I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to. So
Right.
That's the one we seen. They had these big rivets or big bolts that bolted them to a belt. So
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think it would be a drag line.
no, it wasn't. It'd been a bucket line type dredge, most likely. Yes. I got one somewhere. I could get you a picture of it and show it to you one day. So.
Hey, Jefferson State Gold.
Got a couple of dredge buckets around.
Some mines used them for like lifts, like in grain silos and stuff, and had little bucket lines to hoist gold up constantly.
Well, they would take it from where they were digging it, dumping in a hopper, and take it on up. That kind of thing. Yes.
But
I've seen some crazy mining contraptions in my lifetime. I mean, and
sure
you go to Nome and look at some of the stuff that they got up there, and you just go, "What in the world?"
I'm sure you made a few yourself, Spike.
Well, I invent some crazy stuff, but nothing like some of this stuff. I seen a big crawler that these people had up there back in '99, 2000. This thing had 4 wheels on it, and they were probably 8 feet tall and about 3 feet wide. And they rode it out into the ocean, and it had a big old sluice up on it. And they'd take it and scoop it and put it up in it, and then just drive it along and do it and all this. But it wasn't long, but one day it got turned over in the ocean, and it was flayed on its side and hydraulic fluid everywhere, and it stayed broke more than it worked, And so, I mean, that didn't go long. And then y'all know Vern tried that deal one time with an underwater crawler deal or whatever. And
well, yeah, I think he's gonna try it again.
Well, people have tried every crazy idea in the world I've seen up there. Pomeranke and then with them big excavators getting where they're getting to is about the most killing it way I've seen done. I mean, I've sat at the beach and watched them do it right off the ocean there over and over, So, you can just watch how they do it.
Right.
I'm amazed they haven't tried to buy the count from Tom, if Tom still got it, and use it for a port to bring those dredges in and port them up down there and get them away from town maybe some. I don't know. Especially when weather's bad, and like Vern's got those claims at Sledge Island out off there, and that's that's 15 miles on past Cripple, up the beach. So that's a long way out there to get out and the weather get bad. So.
Hey, Ted Gold.
But yeah, I tried my hand at the ocean dredging. I had enough of that real quick. I didn't like it too much. So I don't think I'll do that either.
Our buddy Brian Wilder, he's getting into it. He's liking it.
Yeah, that's good. That's all for him. I know a lot of y'all know Steve Phillips. I went out with Steve Phillips on one of his dredges back years ago, and he was sitting in his little chair, rocking up on the top of it in his little rocking chair up there, and I was down on the nozzle, and there's 6s, and I was just working away, and all of a sudden, I just kind of, I don't know why, but I just, not getting down like this, working. All of a sudden, I just kind of looked up, and when I looked up, all of a sudden, I just seen these big old gnarly teeth about that far from me, staring me straight in the eye, and then it went boom and took off. And it was wolf eels, what I found out later, and I panicked. I mean, he went around me and I didn't know where he went. And so for 2 minutes, I was down there trying to work and I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh, no. And so that's when I decided I'd go to the top. I got to the top, told Steve about it, and he just laughed and laughed. Told me, he said, yeah, that was a wolf eel you run into. And he said, you should have just sucked him up the hose. And I said, he wouldn't fit up that hose. So, yeah. But yeah, that thing spooked me pretty good. And then probably 2 weeks later, I'm taking people back to town from GPA camp back to the airport. And me and this guy named Bob Jones, we turned back onto the beach. We dropped down onto the beach, past the old dredge, and start down the beach. We're driving along, and all of a sudden I look over to the water, and I can see an orca and a little orca doing this way, right beside my truck, swimming up the coast right beside me.
Nice.
And all I could think about was, when I put on a wetsuit, I look like that little baby seal that I seen him throwing up in the air out there, on the National Geographic. I said, I don't think I'm going back in the ocean. I think I'm just going to go back to the creek. And so I stayed in the creeks after that. That's enough for me. Yeah, the wolf eels, they may not be, but if you dredge into their bed, you probably made them mad, is what I was told. And that's probably what I did. So, yeah, that wasn't a good thing to do. So, yeah, not a good idea. So
I could understand how that was scary. I had an otter scare the bejeebers out of me in a plunge hole on my claims in Northwest Washington. All I saw was a big black blur, and it went right past me and scared the bejeebers out of me.
Well, imagine looking up and staring one in the face and then it darting around you and you not knowing where it went. That's what happened to me. And it freaked me out.
Yeah.
And so,
what you really see are the teeth on it. And that's enough.
That's all you seen, it was just like, yeah, it was too much.
Right. Big old gnarly teeth or something.
Yeah, they were mean.
I freaked out looking at in Florida, snorkeling around in the ocean, and I swam up on a grouper. You're talking about a big fish. Those things are huge.
Oh yeah,
they're huge. He could have swallowed me. I just backed up.
Jeff, GoPro Unlimited. I don't think our friend Randy knows what you're abbreviating right there. That stands for No Gold Utah. No gold in Utah, USA. Randy, GoPro Unlimited is just being cheeky.
guys, I got a request for you. Okay, I want y'all to do me a favor. Now, Sunday night, I had a live broadcast and I put on my glasses and I went through a box of pay dirt that was sent to me from California. And it had 2 bags in it. And one of them had 2 little specks and the other one had 2 little pickers. And then he said, that's all that's in there is 2 little pickers in each one. Well, I got about 50 little colors out of one and about 30 little colors out of the other, plus the 2 pickers out of each bag. So if y'all will allow me, y'all send me a box, and I don't care. You ain't got to put gold in it. You can put lead, you can put titanium, you can put, but yeah, put some gold too. That's okay. But if you do, I'll put on my glasses, the spike glasses here. Y'all ready? And the pay dirt assassin will show you how to get all that gold out in no time, instead of all that playing around and spinning dirt in the pan the way them guys do. Because if you got time to play around and spin pay dirt in a pan, well, then you got time to do that. But if you want to go mine and clean your dirt up, keep moving. So let's show you how to get it done quick. That's what I'm going to tell you. So
well, the more you can
drop me a box, put something in it. 5668 Highway 11 Inman, South Carolina. Yep. 29349.
Oh, I'm feeling really generous. You can just send me some pay dirt too. What the heck?
I mean, hey, no, I'm ready. I mean, put some of the nastiest stuff you got with the blackest black sand, the heaviest black sand. Send magnetics and make me have to pull them out. You know, just prove I can do it. I mean, I will find a way to attack whatever you send live and make it happen and do it.
Hey, Wade Wayne Peterson, send him a Nugget Brain Challenge special.
Send it. I don't care. Whatever it is.
Oh, but you have to do the challenge. You'll have to do the challenge.
There'll be some kernels in it and everything. No, who Ed's saying send it already prepared.
There might be corn added.
Might be some corn or peanuts in it, you know, a little texture.
As long as I don't have to eat nothing in it, I'm okay.
Oh, that's the challenge. The square nails count. They count.
You put some of them in, I'll find them too. Yeah. It's gonna find the heavies, that's for sure. So the water table, once you get it tuned in, it's just you put it on the table and your bottle's clean and done. I've got a crazy idea to make a shaker table one day, and it may happen, but you know, if I do, it's gonna be a size that's, you know, not huge. It's gonna be maybe 18 by 3 feet, 18 inches by 36 or something. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And you know, I've got some ideas and some you know what I'm saying, some ideas. So
Moto Mining,
I haven't got further than that
yet. You want a jar of magnetite? Sure, Moto Mining, you name it.
Yeah, send it. If it's got any gold at all, I'll get the gold out.
Send it.
Mr. Lodak wants to. Mr. Lodak
Hey,
wants to know.
disappointment saying, please do. I'll take a bucket of it. Much as you put an $8 box.
Will it
Mr. Lodak wants to know if it'll find Bitcoin.
Yeah, my buddy Justin gave me a 5-gallon bucket full of black sand and purple and red, you know, garnet sand. He said, there ain't no gold at all in that stuff. I promise you, there's nothing in it. Now, I could turn on the camera and go out there and get a scoop of it and put it on the table and let y'all see what happens. But I done it during my live the other night just to prove a point, and every scoop of it's got little specks in it. That he said there was no gold left in that bucket. And I got a 5-gallon bucket that's like that far from the top.
GPU says he's working on a wave table.
That's
Good
cool.
night, Chrissy. Take care. Heal well.
David Villa wants to know if you roast your black sands.
I have in the past. The ones I had in Alaska, I did all the time. Stuff I get around here, local, I don't that much, but I got a big bucket of it that I can do anything with I want to, because it's still all here. It didn't burn up in the fire. Yeah. And the way it worked in the fire, if I stood up, everything from my nose up melted. So it melted all the sluices and everything that was up high, and everything that was below my nose pretty much was okay. I mean, I even had a GoPro camera that was sitting on a filing cabinet that would have been, that far below my nose, and it was fine and still use it today. So only thing I wished it had been on.
You could have captured it.
Yeah, if it had been on when the fire started, it would have been really cool, but it wasn't. So that was, that was a mess. I'm telling you.
You have to remember,
have you tried running?
What?
Have you tried running Ray's dirt, Rusaw?
Well, what Ray got off of his beach, I'm sure Spike did his share of beach mining on Nome. He worked up there for years.
That's true.
Yeah,
So,
Bob's asking me about the beach goal. I have to tell you, brother, it's I spent 14 summers at the camp in Nome up there, and I ran a lot of the beach summers up there. But I didn't run the beach that often. I only run it when it worked for me. So if there was a 2-foot overburden on top of the good stuff, I didn't go out there and shovel on it. I'd go do something else. I'd go up the river. But if I was riding down the beach and I seen purple sand on top and the sucker storm had come in and took away all the goodies and all the overburden, that's when I'd go to work. And I done that one time for 3 days, 16, 18 hours a day, did not stop. every day till the tide turned and the overburden got pushed back on the beach. And at the end of that, I had over 10 ounces of beach gold. So in 1 week's time, 3 days, and about 3 days to clean it up, to get that much cleaned up, I had, So, but I found out in years later that I could set up a drop riffle sluice that I got from California Sluice Box, set it up right beside them beach boxes they were running, and I could feed dirt in that thing, and I would catch gold all day long, just like they did in those beach boxes. I cleaned up about half as often as they did, had nothing in the tub at the end of it, and rerun the tub at the end of it just to be safe anyway. So, it was unbelievable. I mean, that you could take a plastic high banker and do what George was doing with some 2x4s and plywood and some rubber mat. So same thing, exactly. But that's what it did. So sometimes the beach is real good, and that's all the time I worked and done it, because I didn't want to work up there. First year I was there, I went down there and moved overburden. I moved overburden. No, thank you. I'm done. I ain't doing all that. And then one day I rode down the beach and seen the purple sand, jumped out the truck, tested it, put it in my hand, and it was like, I got a handful of it. Jumped out the truck, run around, got a handful of purple sand. I ran down to the water and hand panned it in the ocean, like this, in the ocean. And then I looked in my hand with my back to all the people that was in the truck, because I was bringing them from the airport into camp. Okay, so I looked down in my hand at it, and I bet there were 200 little colors in my hand. 200 between all the cracks in my fingers, everywhere. There was everywhere I looked, there was a line of little gold in my hand, where I took that purple sand down there and hand panned. So I took my hand and dunked it in the water and rinsed it off and gave it back to the ocean. Threw my hands up in the air in disgust, went and got back in the truck and headed back to camp. And the first question was, did you find anything? Well, naturally, I said, nah, wasn't nothing much to it. And we ended up in camp. So they didn't even have their luggage and their hooches. And I went by them with the trailer in 9 buckets headed for the beach. And I started that Sunday night, and I run Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning when I got up, the tide had turned and it covered it all back up. And that's when I had closed up. But I was taking 9 buckets at a time in a trailer, hauling them over, putting them in a river box, running them through the box on the river with fresh water, the river, because they run so much better, because there was so much ocean current, you couldn't get a foot valve to stay in the ocean, so they had the beach closed down. So nobody could work on the beach. And so the best way to do it was just haul 9 buckets at a time, about half full, and take them back to the river and run them through a box. So everybody was sitting in the chow hall, and I'd ride by, and I'd come in and get a Fig Newton and an orange tang and go back out the door, a hot chocolate, and go back out and go back to work. And then I'd come back through, and I'd go down and run my buckets, and I'd come back through again. Well, the whole time I'm doing this, my dad is sitting in the chow hall. And he said, I got to tell you, son, he said, every time you walk out of here, he said, then people start talking about how crazy you are. And they do. He said, they were talking about how crazy I was. So I just kept working. I didn't stop. I worked every day. And then on Friday, when it was the day where you bring in your stuff and sell it in the store, in the saloon, in the chow hall there, you put your stuff on the table to sell it. I never brought anything in to sell it. I didn't have anything I wanted to sell. Well, I wasn't planning on selling this either, but I figured the best way for it to be seen was to just bring it in. So I had one of those Jack Daniels mini bottles completely full of gold. So I brought it and I set it on the table in front of me and just let it sit there. Now, the funny part about this, guys, y'all ready for this? At that time, that was in 2004. Three or four. I can't remember. But gold was about $285 an ounce at that time, okay? And I didn't sell it to anybody. I kept it. And that's the gold I sold after I got hurt and had to have my neck surgery. So that's the 10 ounces that I sold. So think about that. And, I found it at $275, but, I got rid of it at 1900. So it don't matter when you find it. That's the point. It never matters when you find it. It matters what you sell it for. So, or what it's worth when you get rid of it. So
Yep.
Definitely.
So yeah, free shipping, right? Isn't that what you said?
Oh yeah,
On
I'm
your
doing free shipping on the water tables, and most stuff I'm doing now is free shipping. I've got a lot of stuff on Amazon. It's all free shipping on there. Everything I do on Amazon is free shipping. So double deuces are on there, free shipping anywhere. Go rounds, $39 free shipping. I got be back to those. I'm gonna start on tomorrow, getting made. This is the last one in the house. So as soon as I had to get a bunch of plastic in the door, so it all come in yesterday. So we'll be making a bunch of those. And so I got those and the bucket concentrators, and I'm about to list the water tables on the Amazon. That's coming next. So.
Very cool.
You just have your Spike Gold page and Facebook, Spike, or do you have Spike Strike?
I got completely hacked when I was in the hospital with my back surgery, Ed, and lost my Facebook account. That's the reason there's not the Spike Littlejohn account that I had for all that time, and the Spike's prospecting equipment page that went with it. And I had somebody a couple of days ago give me the information that I need to call somebody that can maybe help me get that back. So I'm going to try to do that. So that's my plan, is to get that done. So I'd like to get that account back. When I got out of the hospital, I just had to do something to get back in contact. So I opened up another one. And you know, it's over 1,000 people in 7-8 months. You know, I mean, I wish my YouTube grew as fast as my Facebook. Let's put it that way. So
well, yeah. YouTube's a marathon, right?
Well, I mean, I started my first you go back and look, my first YouTube video was 10 years ago. And it was me flipping a go-kart. So yeah, a champ cart actually. I got up in the tires and flipped it. So rolled it all the way down the embankment to the bottom, rolled it back on its wheels, and drove off. So
I have a video from 08, I think it is, where my son is using my River Banshee skimboard, waveboard, or wakeboard, not wake, rapid. It's for surfing rapids, and it's nothing more than a skimboard, but we have it comes with a bungee cord. We stretched it out, hooked it up to my bumper, and there's this big, huge puddle, Western Washington, of course. A big puddle, the whole field, baseball diamond was a puddle. So we all pull the bungee back, and they'd be skimboarding and doing pop shove-its and stuff, and that's one of my first videos, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, I put that one up just as a lark at that time. And, you know, I started making prospecting stuff, 3 years ago. So, you know, I was selling California sluice block stuff and perfectly fine. Been doing eBay that way for 8 or 10 years. And then Dale got sick and closed up. And so I couldn't get his stuff. And I said, well, you know, I can do this. I'm pretty industrious. So I just started trying to make them as parts. The first ones were terrible. And then I made a machine and it was okay. And then I made my new machine, what I call Big Girl over there. And I'm just so proud of that thing. I mean, you know, I could have spent $13,000 and bought a machine to do this.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, you built all your machines, right?
Yeah, I built the machines, the molds.
Everything.
You know, pretty much all of it. I mean, you know, and it's all in-house. I don't have any. I got Michael Myers, my buddy, up the mountain up here, does some side plates for me for dredges. When somebody wants those.
Does he wear a mask and
yes, he
carry
does.
a big knife?
You got to worry about him. Yeah, you got to worry about him.
Especially around Halloween, huh?
Yeah, I don't let him behind me.
Speaking of devil,
when we go dredging, I put him in the hole and I stay behind him.
Yeah, speaking of devil, look who just popped in. Our buddy Brian Wilder, American Gold Prospecting.
Check it out. How you doing there, Brian?
What's up, Brian? And Hit Me came in. How's it going?
Hit me. Good to see you, brother.
What's your other channel's name?
Well, mine, I got the Frugal Fixer Spike.
Oh, okay. I was doing Spike first. Frugal Fixer.
No, I'm not calling in, Brian.
Yeah, that's the channel I'm trying to do the other crazy stuff and trying to keep all the gold to this one and all the manufacturing to this one. So on that one, I've got greenhouse, some tile jobs. I got a big battery project I've been working on. I've been doing this thing for a month and a half, and I got all this footage put together. And eventually, I'm gonna make the video, but it's got so big now that I don't think I can make it all in one video. So I don't know.
Right on. Well, I'm gonna
Deliver
that channel in here also.
Y'all ever heard of putting Epsom salt in a battery to bring it back to life?
Oh, I've never heard that.
Well, I've heard of people talk about you could do it. You know, that you could put,
Okay.
you know, Epsom salt in a battery, and if it was weak, you know, or if it just wouldn't charge, it would. Sometimes they'll bring them back. And he said, you know, not all if it's got a mechanical problem, like, you know, a plate's bad or something else, you know, but you know,
yeah,
so
sometimes what goes, yeah, well, sometimes what goes bad with batteries is you get all that corrosion inside the plates. And what happens is you'll get enough corrosion that they start coming together and it shorts those two plates out. And the older it is, the more that happens along. And that's why peroxide would probably clean that up because it'd break it all up.
Well, the idea behind this is I've done a lot of research before I started to figure it out. Okay. So I said, you know, I want to figure this out. And if I'm going to do it, I want to figure out why it works or if it does work. I mean, because there's people that's got 1.5 million views on a battery doing this. And you ready for this? They never even showed it worked. If it did or if it didn't, neither way, they done it, but it never even showed it worked or not. So I said, well, you know, that just doesn't make sense. So I'm doing one, and I have 4 batteries total, and one of them had real lot of calcification in it, where it was all, you know, calcified or whatever they call that.
Right.
Yeah. So all that was in it. So I said, well, you know, I think what I'm gonna do is, one guy said, you know, you just drain everything out, you know, and put it into a thing, and then you put Epsom salt in. And then another one says, well, you take it, you get everything out, and then you put baking soda in it and let that boil it out and break up all that calcification. So, okay.
Baking soda sounds more like it to me because
then you put Epsom salt back in it. Okay, that's what he's saying. So, you know, and so there's, you know, like you do it just straight, put Epsom salt in, or you boil it out, then put Epsom salt. Or you can do like Spike and just take the dang something to it and cut the whole top off the battery except for around the post. So you can look down in it and you can see exactly what it's doing. So I got one that I've cut the whole top off of, and I'm doing that way. And we actually got to see if it decalcified the plates by looking at them. You know what I mean? So that's my video that I'm working on, and it's been going on for 6 weeks. And because, you know, when you do one of those batteries, you can charge it up, but it takes 2 days to trickle charge it back to a full charge to see if it's going to work, because that's the way you have to do it. So it's been a long, slow process, but, you know, it's just sitting over in the corner, you know, not hurting anything. So
let me say hi to somebody who just came in. Andy,
sure.
How are you tonight? Andy Thrax Mining came in.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Andy.
Tim, you're 30 minutes north of Toledo. You must be in Michigan.
Sounds like it.
So
Spike Gold Prospecting. I have
heard
of the okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that process also. I've got a welder just in case. So digging, will understand kind of what's going on around here. I have a 200 amp welder over here too. So y'all ever seen batteries dance on the floor?
No, but it sounds like you have.
Well, I know enough to do it outside and to make sure I can run. I ain't blowing up another shop, okay?
Okay, does it dance in disco or what?
What'd you say?
Does it dance in disco?
Oh no.
Probably
I can
more
disco.
like
I
slam
can disco
dancing.
dance. Hey, y'all know I can disco dance, right? Y'all check this out. Ready? Here you go. I'm gonna stand up and do it. Ready? He says disco dance. He goes, this foot go here and this foot go here.
Uh,
There you go. Disco dance, as good as it gets.
Let's go here, let's go there.
You know he's a rocker. Look at those axes behind him.
Yeah, I'm used to do that a lot. I don't play as much anymore. Y'all have seen me back in the day when my hair was like this big, you know, like afro this big.
Jesse's.
Yeah, mine. Well, there's some pictures of mine that big. Y'all have to see them someday. I used to work for the Marshall Tucker Band as a guitar tech, so yeah, I had to keep the image up. So I had to have this big old head of hair running around, you know, that kind of deal.
Would that have been like in the 70s?
That would have been in the 80s.
Uh,
Yeah, 80s, early 90s. So yeah, big hair was still a thing for us then.
Like your hair, Jesse, when you look, it had that big poof do.
That wasn't a poof, dude. That was just my hair, dude.
Poof do.
Oh, that's a nice looking axe.
Now this is, I call Ambrosia, and I designed the body on Fusion 360. It's see if I can get it up where you get a little shape to it. See what the shape looks like.
Nice. My nephew builds custom guitars out of Vancouver.
Now that's black walnut with a little sapwood down the middle, you know, where it had sapwood on it. And then the front is ambrosia maple and black walnut here. And then the headstock is.
Ready, Spike? Listen.
Nice guitar.
Yeah.
So that's the only guitar that I ever got made on the CNC machine before the garage burned down.
Mm. Here you go, Spike. This is this is me in 1973.
Yeah, wait, let me.
Oh Lord, yeah.
You. There, you looks like.
There we go.
Tony Orlando.
Yeah. You look like Todd Rundgren or whatever that guy's name was.
Who?
Whatever that guy's name, Todd something.
Rundgren? No.
Yeah, that guy.
More like, wouldn't you say more like Carlos?
I don't know. There's a lot of hair though.
Yeah, there was.
That's a lot of hair.
In fact, hey, you want to hear a funny story? I got stopped one night by a cop, not for doing anything wrong. He pulled me over because he wanted to see who the chick was that was leaning on my shoulder. There was nobody in the car but me.
Okay, let me see if I can get this where you can see it. I don't know.
Closer. You got a little bit of hair. I ain't much, but
it was more later. That was at 19.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it grew more, and then now it won't grow that big anymore. So I don't even try. So
that was about a year out of the Army.
Took a year out of the Army?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, stop. Yep, that was about a year out of the Army. There.
Looks like Tarzan and Groucho had a baby. Heavy metal.
And that was when I went in.
Oh, gracious.
Moto, I'm going to put a link to my nephew's guitar shop in Vancouver, Washington. Unpinned. Yeah.
Funny heavy metals. That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Hey, Brian, you know what really sucked about me getting pulled over like that? I didn't have a driver's license, bastard. Hell, I hadn't had a driver's license in like 3 years.
Brian got pulled over in a 1970 Charger just because the cop wanted to take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I got stopped for 115 and a 35 one time. And the cop asked me what happened. Well, you know, he said, "What you think you're doing?" I said, "Well, I didn't get in third gear." It was an automatic transmission, and it was up to that. It was going to go for third, and that's when the lights went on. So yeah, we done a lot of stupid stuff when we were young. I know we all did.
I see a bunch of it in the chat room too. GoPro got pulled over, popping wheelies.
Oh yeah. I got my first street bike taken away because I bought it behind my parents' back and hid it in my friend's garage when I was 14, and I had a cop by Disneyland say, "You look kind of little on that bike. You were controlling it all right. You just looked a little small." It was an old Honda 61 301, I think it was. Doggone it, parents sold it and kept the money. Talk about punishment.
No kidding. Well, Ed, we're into overtime.
Yeah, we're into overtime. Let me see. Where'd that go? There it is.
You know, I don't even want to talk about cars. Some of the stuff cars I had in the past. 55 Chevrolet, 60, 67, 68, 69 Camaros, all those Chevelles.
I can't even remember all the cars I had.
Yeah, the car that I regret the most getting rid of was a 65 Impala SS 409. Had a 3-speed in it because the 4-speed had been tore out, and my dad brought it at the auction for $175.
I wish I would have never got rid of my 74 El Camino.
Yeah.
I liked it. Worked in auto body at the time as a painter's helper, and it was starting to get really nice. All right, everybody. It's that time, and we're into overtime. Spike Littlejohn, thank you very much for joining us at such short notice. I appreciate
Glad to join you,
it. Everybody, all of you out there, thank you very much for joining us and being part of the Flash Fam. We really appreciate it. And we're all getting really excited about Flash Bash for all of you that are coming.
I'm going nuts myself. I don't know about getting excited.
I got you some door prizes getting ready. I'll get them up there to you, brother.
Thank you very much.
I got your water table too, so you'll have your special water table.
Nice.
Put all your lead in.
Nice. I could get all my lead out in the Spike Strike water.
Does that mean you're gonna pass your old one on to one of us?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I think that'd be a good idea.
I could probably do that.
I'm probably gonna send another one in a box too. So
I'll have to think of a way to go about it. Thank you very much, digging it.
Yeah,
thank you. For the super chat.
And don't forget, you can always go back
and watch super chat.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true. And we're also on Anchor if you ever want to listen to our shows as a podcast format. I believe if you just search Flashing Your Pan over there, you could find us. We're also on Spotify and several other podcast platforms. Um, what else? Oh, this show has been brought in part to you by flashingyourpan.com. If you're a U.S. vet, you might be interested in taking advantage of Take a Vet Prospecting Project.
Or if you're not a vet, and you know a vet who would possibly be interested in getting into this, definitely, send them our way. We'll hook them up.
That's right. And you could also check out our gold panning demos if you have a church group, Cub Scout, Boy Scout, whatever. We do gold panning.
We do bar mitzvahs and weddings. No.
Right. And if you ever feel froggy and want to hang with us on the river or have us help you show you what we know about gold and use our equipment and stuff, take a gander at Midwest Prospecting Adventures. All that could be found at flashingyourpan.com. And besides that, no, you don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to be a member or anything to be part of the Flash fam. You're all very important to us, and you're greatly appreciated. We're having Merlin from Mar Videos on with us next Tuesday night. I believe him and his daughter, they're treasure hunters from, I believe it's Alberta, Canada, I believe it is. Really good people. He has quite the sense of humor. It should be a really good show.
Yeah, I watched a couple of his videos the other night after you were on his show.
Yeah.
I went over and checked out some of his videos. Funny stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you how much I appreciate you having me on, how much I enjoyed being with everybody and getting to meet, and see some new people, and appreciate the interest in anybody who wants to get my stuff, and just get in touch if you want something. I'm about to get everything back in order and get back online, and where we doing commerce in a bigger way. But I don't want to be too big anyway, guys. So don't worry. I mean, nobody hurts my feelings when they don't bite. When they make my day is when they bite and they give me that message that says, yes, it works and I love it. That's what makes my day. So,
I'm still waiting for you to make something I can put in the bottom of a rocker box.
What's that? The
one
tray?
of your forms. Yeah, one of your forms.
In a rocker box?
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be working. That might work. It'd be lightweight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, kind of like be like a gold rim with a handle. But wider, wider.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Lee. You tell them.
I'm open to ideas. I mean, I've had people come to the shop and sit down and help me design stuff before, and sometimes it works real good, and sometimes, I have to redo it and do it over. But
I do that all the time.
But, I got crazy ideas, and sometimes they work real good. And like the double deuce is one of them. I mean, that thing kills. And the little deuce, it does the same. So, hey, thank you for having me, though. I don't want to do another commercial. I just want to tell you thank you for letting me be here, okay?
Yes,
and I love y'all,
don't
and I do appreciate you. So
you're more than welcome, Spike.
Yeah.
Pleasure having you on. And everybody.
Hey, thank you for filling in for us.
That's right.
We appreciate
that.
It
was a pleasure. Yeah, it was a pleasure. Well, God was talking to you yesterday and telling you I'd be glad to do it.
that you did just yesterday.
Yeah, you were talking to me about something, and I said, "Yeah, if you ever get a cancellation, let me know. I'll help you." And boom.
And didn't know it'd be the next day, did you?
Yeah, we had no idea. I mean, I was gonna go to bed early tonight. So, yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, that's over.
Ed guy got a hold of you. It's all Ed's fault. Ask Ruby.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Dave says a hard liner for a rocker bed. That's what I was thinking. A liner that you can put inside of a rocker box.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe. Does that work from both directions? Shrink
Yeah.
shedding stuff off?
Yeah, back and forth.
Okay. Let me think about that a little bit.
There you go.
Okay.
You got his
Well, in that
gears
case,
moving.
Once the wheels start running, you know what happens. So
Right. Okay.
Night, JP.
You know what, everybody? I need to stop this right now and go into our end credits, or we're gonna be here for another hour and a half, maybe
Right.
2. And you know, I have to wake up early, but I appreciate all of you being here. And you know, Dano, Jesse, thank you. Rose, it's okay, sis, we understand. And again, Spike, always a pleasure. Everybody, love you. Take care.
What was that?
And
Go
know
ahead.
what?
We're out of here.
We're out of here.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
folks.
Good night, Cheryl, David, Donna, JP.
Hello, JP, Brian.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Boy, get on
Willie.
me.
GoPro Unlimited.
3, 2,
David B.
bye.
Oh, I did. And may you always have a flash in your pan.
Oh, and you know what he's gonna say next.
That's right, because it does happen. Maybe when they do, we'll meet you on the river.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
You did it wrong, Benzo says.
You didn't get it wrong, Ed. You
Oh,
threw me
wow.
off. I'm done for the night.
Now,
Fine.
I'm done. I'm
done.
going home.
Done.
drop the mic.